and in leaflets saying that God heals were misleading. A woman from Bradford-on-Avon complained to the Advertising Standards Authority after she was given a leaflet outside Bath Abbey. Laura Jones reports.
We're out here bringing Jesus out onto the streets of Bath in the marketplace.
This is Paul Skelton promoting healing on the streets. The part-time builder and other members of the group can often be found in the square behind Bath Abbey praying for, and they say, healing people who need it. But not everyone agrees. In fact, one local woman felt so strongly about what the group was saying that she complained to the Advertising Standards Authority. 24-year-old Hayley Stevens, who suffered from a life-threatening condition when she was younger, thought that claims that the group could make ill people better were irresponsible and could not be substantiated.
Somebody who's very vulnerable, somebody who was even iller than I was, who maybe didn't know they were going to have the surgery, didn't know that they were going to get better, could buy into something and it could lead to a dangerous outcome for them. And I'm always just very aware that these kind of claims can provide for false hope for people.
The Advertising Standards Authority upheld Hayley Stevens' complaint and told Healing on the Streets not to make claims that by receiving prayer from their volunteers, people could be healed of their medical conditions. It also told the group to change the wording on their leaflets from "God can heal today" to "We believe God can heal today." But the group says they won't be put off.
Well, I don't think you can simply stop people praying for people just because of one ruling from the ASA. The Bible's quite clear that God can heal, and are we claiming therefore that you can't promote the Bible? It seems to have a wider response than simply our leaflet.
The subject of whether prayer and healing actually work is, of course, a difficult and, for many, very personal question. A large study of patients undergoing heart surgery in the United States several years ago found that those who weren't prayed for were just as likely to come through the surgery and do well afterwards as those who were. So what does somebody with expertise in both areas think? Revd Dr Sarah Hartley is a priest at Bath Abbey, but also a GP.
Well, in my medical practice, I've seen how powerful an effect the mind can have on the body, and I can certainly understand how people would think that any healing that does take place is just due to the action of the mind on the body. But I've also seen, as a Christian, when people have been prayed for, that they've had healings that I wouldn't have expected. So from my own perspective, I can say that I do, and I have witnessed healing after prayer.
So it comes down to a matter of belief. Healing on the Streets, though, say they will appeal against the decision and continue their work on the streets of Bath. Laura Jones, BBC Points West, Bath.